Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my morning face. This is what it looks like first thing in the morning. A little bit scary, I know, but you know, whose isn't? Basically what I wanted to do today is walk you guys through both my morning and my nighttime skincare routine. If any of you have been here for any length of time, you'll know that I have oily skin. I guess it's okay as far as like breakouts and that kind of stuff. I've got this guy going on right here right now, but that is not actually a zit. That's like a battle scar from getting some under eye filler a few days ago. But other than that, my skin has actually been in pretty good shape lately. But basically what I'm going to do is we're going to take you into the bathroom and I'm going to show you how I wash, how I moisturize, the products that I use. And then later in the video, we'll get into like makeup removal, my nighttime skincare routine, and all of that. And this video probably won't be for everyone, but if you have oily, acne prone, and like aging skin, or if you're just curious as to how I take care of my skin on a daily basis, then come on into the bathroom with me and we'll get started. So I like to start my morning routine with the Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. I like to exfoliate my skin in the morning before I put on any makeup, just to loosen up any shit that's left over on my skin from overnight, just to have a really smooth surface to put makeup on. But I really like to start on a dry surface just so I can get some extra scrubby action going on there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of water on my fingers and I'm just going to start to massage that in. This will kind of loosen everything up a little bit and it'll help to move the product around. And honestly, I would normally do this in the shower. I don't really like washing my face at the sink because I feel like it can get really messy. You guys know. But for the sake of the video, I thought I would just do this at the sink instead of in the shower. And for the sake of the video, I am kind of wiping this off with a damp rag, but I am going to go ahead and stick my face down in the sink and actually wash this off as well. Now I'm going to go in for a second cleanse with the Mario Badescu Botanical Facial Gel. Now, I will say that this one definitely burns my eyes, but my eyes have also been very sensitive ever since I got LASIK surgery 2 years ago. So they are now definitely sensitive to cleansers. They are sensitive to most eye creams. So I don't know if this would be an issue for all of you, but I've definitely found that this one does just sting a little bit. My skin seems to be okay with it. My eyes aren't. So I don't know that I would buy this one again. Now I'm going to stick my face in the sink and rinse all this shit off. And while you're rinsing your cleanser off your face, this is when you want to blow your nose. Blow it right into your hands. You don't have to waste a tissue. You can just wash it right down the drain. And once I have my makeup on, I'm not blowing my nose or touching my face again anyway. So get it all out now. And now that the face is exfoliated and clean, let's go ahead and exfoliate the lips. I'm going to use the chocolate lip scrub from Lush. So then just taking some of that lip scrub on my finger and scrub your lips. This is definitely a messy process, so this is something that you want to do over the sink. And also go outside of your lip line with your lip scrub. And that way, if you're the kind of person that uses lip liner, your lip liner application will be a lot smoother. It's edible, it's tasty. The chocolate one's great. I want to get the honey one too. They have that gross buttered popcorn one that I've not actually tried yet, but I have smelled it and it smells fucking disgusting. Now I'm going to move on to moisturizer. Now, some days I use moisturizer, some days I don't. If I'm going to be using something like the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation, the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, the MAC Cosmetics Next to Nothing. If I'm going to be using a foundation that is also skincare, on those days I won't use any moisturizer at all. I'll just put on eye cream and then start my makeup routine from there. But today, since I'm going to be trying out a new foundation that isn't skincare, it's just foundation, I am going to use a moisturizer. And my favorite, the one that I found that works for my skin the best, is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Hyaluronic Acid. And I love this because you barely need any. That is enough for my entire face and neck. So I basically will just kind of pat it between my fingers and then just kind of rub it in. I'll also use it around my eyes because I don't think think that any of the eye creams that I use have hyaluronic acid in them. And since this already has it in there, might as well go ahead and smear it around the eyes too, you know? And again, I feel like if you're an oily skin person whose skin doesn't really seem to agree with foundation primers, I think that you should really try this moisturizer out because it kills two birds with one stone and it's really fucking cheap. It's really, really affordable. And at this point, I'll actually take a little bit of face oil, just a drop of it, and I will put that on my lips. And the reason why I put an oil on my lips at this stage rather than like a lip balm is because I'm gonna be putting makeup on. And I feel like when you're putting foundation on around the lip area, if you are putting it around where you have lip balm on, it's just gonna kind of make the foundation weird around that area. Whereas if you're putting a facial oil on and letting that kind of sink in, if you go in and you put foundation over top of this, it doesn't mess with the foundation formula. Does that make sense? And then if you have any zits or blemishes or any of that kind of stuff on your face, then I'll take some tea tree oil. I get this from Trader Joe's, and I just take a Q-tip and stick it down in there. And this stuff is really potent. It'll definitely dry out some zits. So I'm just gonna kind of plop that on the few little guys that I have. And I feel like if I'm gonna have a huge cluster of zits, it usually ends up being on my neck rather than on my face, which I mean, I guess I shave more down here than I do on my face, so maybe that makes sense, I don't know. Now the last thing that I would do would be to put on eye cream, but since the eye cream that I'm using today actually has coverage to it as well, I'm gonna go ahead and just let all of this sink in for 20 minutes and then put the eye cream on before I get started on my makeup application. And then I'll meet back up with you guys. We'll go ahead and do my makeup removal and all of my nighttime skincare. All right, guys, so today definitely took a turn. I got my makeup on, I went about my day, and as the day went on, the sicker I got. So here we are. I need to get this makeup off, get all this shit done, film the rest of this video so that I can go to bed and get some sleep before I have to get up and go to work tomorrow with some sort of cold or whatever it is that I have now. So, for me, the first step of my makeup removal is makeup wipes. Now, I have the L'Oreal Revitalift that I get from the L'Oreal company store for like $3 a pack. Like they're all mostly the same. The only ones that I don't like as far as makeup removing wipes are the anything that's like a generic, like the Target Up and Up brand. Those ones I think are pretty much garbage. But I like to go in with a makeup wipe and really just start wiping off the makeup. Now, I also have glitter on my face today, and I want to show you how I remove glitter. So what I do is I take the makeup wipe, I've got my finger underneath here, and I just kind of take my finger into the makeup wipe there, and I hold it on that inner corner so that it kind of softens up the glitter glue. And when you go to sweep away the glitter, you want to wipe away from your eyeball. So you are sweeping that glitter completely away. And there's still some left over, but we're gonna go in there and we're gonna sweep that away too. But if you wanna compare how much glitter there is on the inner corner here, and then how much I was able to sweep away on that side of my face. And if you had glitter all over your lid, you would basically do the same thing. You would take your makeup wipe, hold it firmly against the glitter, and then when you're ready to wipe it away, you would wipe up and away from your eyeball. Get the rest of that shadow off of the lids. And then for the mascara that's left over in my lashes, I'm gonna use the Bioderma Micellar Water. This one is for combination to oily skin, which, you know, I have oily skin. Just some cotton pads, I'm gonna press down. Then basically I'm gonna take those and I am going to press those into the lashes. Kind of let those sit there for a second. And then just gently kind of sweep the Bioderma through the lashes. And I'll usually go in a couple times until the pad that I'm using comes off pretty clean. Now this process actually goes much faster if you're using an oil cleanser. So something like the MAC Cleanse Off oil is really nice because you're able to just kind of really sweep away all all of that stuff out of your lashes and all of your eye makeup, and it comes off really fast. Coconut oil gets things done really quick too, but what I've noticed about my skin is that when I use coconut oil to remove my makeup, it fucks my skin up so badly. Like, it ruins my skin. I did order the new cleanser from The Ordinary, which is like a squalane cleanser, and I'm gonna see how that works as far as like removing my makeup and that kind of stuff, because the fewer products and the fewer steps that I have to use just to get my makeup off, I could have a lot more time in my life. I could be in bed already, but instead I'm still here washing off makeup. So it would be really nice if I could have one product to both remove my makeup and actually wash my face. It would be so many less steps that I have to do. Well, it'll be like one less step that I have to do. I'm sure I'll complicate things even if I have one product to do multiple things. So now that all of the makeup is removed from my skin and from my eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Mario Badescu Botanical Facial Gel. And this is the same cleanser that I used this morning, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that again for my nighttime cleanser, but this time I'm gonna use the Clarisonic. Now, I've had my Clarisonic for 9 years, and it's just now, over the last few months, started to give me problems. And the problem that I'm having with it is that it doesn't want to stay charged for longer than 2 uses. Which is fine as long as I remember to charge it all the time. But what ends up happening is, you know, I use it in the shower and I just kind of set it down and I forget that I haven't charged it. And then I go to use it and it doesn't turn on. But I'd say that 9 years is a pretty good run with a device like this. So, I mean, how many electronic devices can you say lasted for 9 years? I mean, I feel like cars don't even last for 9 years, so... Now, I use the Clarisonic at night because it flushes out the pores that have had makeup and everything trapped in them. Or they say that the Clarisonic doesn't actually exfoliate, that it's really just flushing out your pores. But I think that it does exfoliate to an extent. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but there definitely was a little bit of makeup still left on the skin there. All right, I'm gonna drop my head out of frame and rinse my face. Again, I am going to kind of rub that cleanser over the eyes a little bit before I rinse. So for my nighttime moisturizer, the product that my skin seems to really be liking a lot lately is the Retinol 0.2% and Squalane. This is by The Ordinary. I was kind of worried because I had tried some retinol products from The Ordinary before, and my skin didn't like them at all. And I think it was just a little too much and a little too harsh for somebody that had never used retinol before. So this has a very low concentration of retinol. So I just do maybe about 5 or 6 little drops of that in the palm of my hand. And it seems to be doing really good. I haven't broken out. My skin seems to be in really nice condition. I'll just kind of warm the oil up in my hands a little bit and then just kind of press it into my skin. I also got this product in the 0.5% retinol, which I figure once I'm done using the 0.2%, then my skin will probably be ready to handle the 0.5% a little bit better. And then I think that they even have a 1% retinol. So again, just kind of easing my way into it. That way I'm not like fucking up my skin. So this is what I've been using for my nighttime moisturizer, and this has been it. So up, 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 up. So then all that's left is eye cream. I've been using the 100% pure coffee bean caffeine eye cream. One of my clients actually picked this up for me, and I tried it and I liked it. It really does have some decent ingredients in it and not a lot of garbage. So this one's been pretty good, but I will say, again, my eyes have been very sensitive since I had LASIK surgery. And this is another one of those products that I have to be careful about, like how close to my eyes I get it. And I mean, I want to take it onto my eyelids a little bit, but I have to be careful because if I get it too close to my actual eyeballs, my eyes just really don't seem to like it. But this one, I mean, this one seems to be doing the trick, so. And I didn't pay for this one, so. Yeah, and that's my nighttime skincare routine. Okay, so I am clean, moisturized, and ready for bed. I did also put on my lips the Image Skincare Ormetic Balancing Lip Enhancement Complex. Need to moisturize the lips before I go to bed. But let me know what you guys think about videos like this, where it's something just totally different than what I usually do. But I figured something different than just me blending out eyeshadow for 15 minutes might be a little bit interesting to some of you guys, especially if you have oily skin like me. Maybe you'll be able to pick up some tips and tricks or some kind of info. I don't know, maybe you'll learn something. But thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next one.